of, let's say, technology. The technology of the wet cooling tower. So only you use water to cool, evaporated water to cool something. You have large cooling towers, you have small cooling towers. The large cooling towers, basically GEA didn't want to continue in this sector because it was a very competitive sector with relatively low margin. They just keep this sector to serve it with two, let's say, components called manufactured by two companies, Polacell and 2H. These companies were producing polycarbonate matrix, if you want, so which goes into the wet cooling towers to let's say improve the efficiency of the water evaporation, basically. So it's a very specific issue, very technical. They have a patent on this, and of course they benefit from this patent. The second technology is the dry cooling tower. They also have a patent and a very strong engineering know-how in this sector. And there were...
Sorry, did you say, just to understand, sorry, I think I missed it. So the two companies that you mentioned that produce the polycarbonate matrix, they, so GEA sold the patent to them, or they actually had the patent to begin with?
No. The patent. They had the patent, and they were, of course, sold with the company to Triton.
I see. Okay. So these two companies, GEA owned, and they sold it to Triton. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you have beside this wet cooling activity, wet cooling technology, you have a dry cooling tower technology. Which for which they also have a patent and very good engineers, I would say, so very good expertise to offer dry cooling, let's say, capacity to the market, and especially both activities are dedicated to power generation station, big power generation station, to cool the main circuit of this power generation station. And then you have the last one, which is Kelvion now, the component business, which offer different type of technology. If you want, go more in detail later on, but which have a wide range of market application, such as power, food and beverage, oil and gas, climate environment, etc. Power, as I mentioned, marine industry, chemicals industry, and other type of industries. But this business is much more a component business compared to the two other companies I just mentioned earlier. When I say component business, it means orders going from 5,000 euro to maximum 10 million euro in size, compared to the big project of the Annexio, which starts from 30 million euro, and which can raise until 150 million euro, with a lead time going from 6 months to 2 years, sometimes even more, compared to a lead time of 24 hours to maximum 6 months for or 1 year for the component business.
Okay.
Of Kelvion.
And the price you said was from like literally 10 euros or something to 10 million euros.
Yeah, not 10 euro, 5 to 10,000 euro for Kelvion. To 5-10 million euro. Yeah, it's quite. It just depends on the size of the project, but the components are the same.
5,000. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, so 5,000, not 5.
If you sell one coolers for climatization, it's gonna cost to you even less, maybe 2,000 euro plus the condenser, etc. So the package will be sold for 5,000 to 8,000 euro. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
To a butcher or to a grocery. This is the smallest size of business that they have.
Okay.
Then, that's the situation.
So just trying to understand. So why would